when we said that, and then we're gonna bring the people to do that. So if you take the verb like ضرب and you leave it without naming anybody, that means he, right? Then you add to it the ta as-sakina, that is a she, right? And you add to it the ta with dhamma. What's that?
You man.
That's me. ضربت. That's me.
Two is like I.
I. Right. Then ضرب. Ta. That's you. ضرب. T. You, she. Alright. ضربتم. That is you group of men.
You plural.
Male.
You group of male.
Male.
ضربتم is?
Yeah.
Just group, right?
ضربتن.
ضربتم is you plural, right?
Yeah, you plural.
Male.
Male.
Okay.
ضربتن. You
female.
female. ضربتما. You two. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Okay? That's then ضربوا them.
They male. Right? Yeah, they male.
They
Male.
ضربنا. They female. That makes 10.
Yeah.
Alright, so who's got the homework? To pick from the Quran, from Surah Al-Qasas, verbs. Alright? So you'll give it a new color.
This is from ayah number 16. قال ربي إني ظلمت. So I took ظلمت.
Start with قال, write it. Write the whole ayah. قال ربي.
قال.
You don't connect anything with the alif. قال. So 3 letters. The alif to the left of the alif you don't connect. Qaf, alif, and the line by itself. Qaf. Make the alif connected with the qaf. Extend the qaf, extend it upward. And make the line by itself.
قال.
Qala. Alright. Number 1, that's a verb by itself, right?
Say. He said.
Right? So you said if there is nothing connected with it, it's a he.
Correct.
Alright? So it's a he. Qala, he said.
He said. قال.
Rabbi. Inni.
قال ربي.
Inni. Inni. Yeah. There is a yeah at the end.
قال ربي إني
Uh-huh.
ظلمت.
ظلمت. So, connect the tab. Alright, so we just make a little bit of spelling. So, inni ظلمت قال ربي إني ظلمت. I hurt myself. He said, oh Allah, I hurt myself by disobeying you. Okay, ظلمت. What is that verb? Who's the fa'il?
ظلمت is
Who's the one that is doing the who's the subject? Who's the one that is doing it? So he's talking about himself. I. Right? I. ظلمت. I. He said, oh Allah, I hurt myself. That's what he told the Egyptian. ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فغفر له.
Want me to write the whole thing?
Just write غفر.
Ghafara.
Okay, who did that? Who's the verb? Who's the subject in غفر? What do you think?
Ghafara is forgive, right?
Yes, so who's the subject? Who did the forgiving?
Someone.
So he, right? You see, there is nothing connected to غفر, right? None any of these things, so it means it's a he. So he said, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him. فغفر له, right? Right?
The
Okay. له إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Okay,
له إنه
right?
So I took this
Mm-hmm.
letter, this verb, ظلمت,
Uh-huh.
which is tu is you, basically ظلمت.
Two is me.
Tu is I. I wronged myself.
Me.
I
I'm
wronged.
yes, I.
Okay.
We're talking. I'm the one who's talking.
This one is I wronged.
I wrong myself. That's
So
it.
if I take this verb,
Uh-huh.
convert it to the others,
Alright.
it's going to be
Uh-huh.
ظلم.
Uh-huh.
ظلم. Tu is I.
Uh-huh.
ظلمتي,
Is you female.
you female.
Okay.
You wronged,
Uh-huh.
you female.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And tati, ta, ظلمت.
Uh-huh. No.
You he.
You me. You male. Yeah.
You he.
ظلمت. So in that case, it's you wronged me.
Okay. You being a man. Alright.
If it is just as ظلمت,
ظلمت. If I said ظلمت,
that means
You she.
she.
wronged.
Just like ظلم is he, ظلمت is a she.
So it's like the, now, me.
Ta.
We have to use that ta or this ta.
Ta. No, the big ta. Exactly like it. Nothing changes.
Okay.
You, the only thing that changes is
Some
like
robots.
the sukoon. Around one.
Yeah.
ظلمت.
She wrong.
So ظلم,
This is going to
ظلمت.
be she wronged.
She wrong. Yep.
Just express the she.
Then ظلمتم.
Uh-huh.
This one is the, la, me, ta, me.
Alright, ظلمتم.
The, dam,
Tum.
tum. Right.
Uh-huh.
ظلمتم is it's a group.
A group, usually males. You could combine males and females and give the male concept. You male.
You made.
You group with a G.
You wronged.
Yeah.
Group of men.
But it's a
Male,
group of
it's a
men.
group.
A group. Okay.
ظلمنا.
Uh-huh.
ظلمنا. ظلمني. Zalamna is female.
Okay, yeah, I forget to add ظلمنا, the one with the alif, alif.
Alif is V.
We.
We.
So this is
ظلمنا.
this
If
is
you
V.
do that, that's we.
V round. So this is going to be for male and female. Female.
Yes, we. No, this is for male. It has an alif.
We.
If it has no alif, it means they female.
Okay. So this is just the moon. Just moon.
Yes,
It's going to
that
be
means
just
they female.
they round. This is going to be female, right?
Yeah. Group. Female.
Okay, there is group. Group of females.
Uh-huh. And which one is the group of males? They group of males.
Zalamtu already.
That's you group of males. We're talking they group of males.
Zalamtu waw alif.
ظلموا.
Waw alif, right? Yeah. The lam mim waw alif.
ظلموا.
The la mim waw.
Uh-huh.
Zalamu is
They wrong. And that's male.
sorry. My handwriting is bad.
Alright.
Zalamu.
So there is 11 combinations.
Zalamti. Zalamta. Zalamtu.
Zalamtuma.
Zalam.
And
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Zalamtuma we are missing. Right?
Zalamtuma.
And there is ظلمة, so you get 9. So we got 2 left. We get ظلمتما for the two. And ظلمتن for the group of women. You
Yeah, it was
group of women.
Zalam.
Tunna.
Come again, that one is.
ظلمنا, they.
So this is.
But if you're talking you, there is you. They is different from you, right? You group of men versus they group of men, right?
Okay. So this is. Their group of female, right? Zalam.
Yes. ظلمتن, you group of female,
Okay, so. Okay.
right? All right.
Alright.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead, have a seat. All right. Who else got homework? All right. This is too boring for you guys. All right. Let's make it live. All right. Let's take this guy.
I have one quick question.
Go ahead.
Before we go. If the verb ends with a ta, how does that change anything? Or if it does?
So we'll add to it the na for we.
So, but what is that zalamtuma? That will be you,
Tuma, you too.
you two. Okay, not group. You two male.
No, it doesn't matter. In this case, for the two, it doesn't matter, male or female.
Okay, but zalamtunna will be you group of female.
Yes. So there is 11 constructs. All right. So now what if I want to, so we said Baraba is he hit. So what if I want to do the, now talk about the object. Who did I hit? So we said verb, subject, object, right? So now we're gonna do the verb and the object, and then we'll combine all of them together with combinations. So what is the factorial of all that? How many combinations can you make? All right, so here we're talking, this constructs are for the subject, right?
Right.
Who did the work, right? So Baraba is the hit, is the verb, right? Oh, it's locked. Well, you can't come in after being late.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu
Apologize for being late.
alaikum. All right, so this is these constructs for the subject. All right. Let's assume the subject is a he, just to make things easy. Then we're gonna do the combination. So just like there is 11 constructs for the subjects, there are constructs for the object. Meaning you could say ضرب طريف شكيل, that طريف hit شكيل, or if you want to say he hit him, right? Or he hit them, or he hit you, and or all that stuff, right? So let's talk about the constructs for the object. We'll talk with ضرب. Okay, if we say he hits me, okay, so the verb is ضرب. We leave that alone. We're not gonna change the verb. Okay, and now we're just gonna make. So if we put a noon and a ya, ضربني, that he hits me. And here we're talking about the objects. Then if we say he hits him, ضربه, that's a him. ضربها, that's a her.
What was the second one?
ضربه, ضربها. Ha alif. Ha by itself is a him. ضربه, ضربها is he hit her. Okay? And ضربك, and we're gonna start using this in the Quran. ضربك, he hits you, male. ضربك, you, female. Kum, you, group, male. ضربكن, you, group, female. Okay?
ضربكم, you,
Group male. Alright, so now, see, this is, just to separate this, this is me. This is what you call the absent. We're talking about somebody not here. This is the use. So this group is the use.
what is that? Her?
Ka, ki, kum, kunna. ضربه, ضربها is he or she. Right? So let's continue the group of the absent. Right? This is the absent people. We're talking about somebody not here. Right? We're talking about here the group that are here. So who's left on the ones that are here are the two. Remember in the Arabic language we separate the two from the three. So ضربكما is you two. So always the same construct for the group, you just add to it the alif, you make it two. So ضربتم, ضربتما, ضربكم, ضربكما. Okay, so you two, okay. The ones that are absent, he had them. Hum. ضربهم, they, female. Male, sorry. Alright. ضربهن, they, female. Okay. So ضربني, he hits me. ضربه, he hit him. ضربها, he hit her. ضربهم, he hit them, male. ضربهن, he had them, female. Now we come to the people that were talking. Darabaka, that's you, male. Darabaki, you, female. Darabakum, you group of male. Darabakunna, you group of female. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 11 combinations that you could make. Can you do the factorial math formula? All right.
What's the you female again?
You female, darabakunna.
Oh, okay, you put it there.
I grouped the absent from the use. The only difference is the one when I'm talking about me, right? Okay. Now we are gonna look at the Quran again, and we'll try. So whenever you see this ya at the end, it's usually that's the me. When you see قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي. Right? So we're gonna take that ayah that Brother Omar did, right? And you see how all you have to do is just look for the ya, and you know that somebody is talking about themselves. So he said, قال ربي, and that's really short of ربي إني, you see the ya, and then ظلمت, and you see the ta, that's me, نفسي, and that's ya at the end. So the ya at the end tells you I'm the object. I am the ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي, me, فغفر, here له, إنه, you see the ha, هو الغفور الرحيم. So قال, we said he said, right? Because it's a verb. Rabbi, here the ya is hidden. Rabbi is short for the proximity. قال ربي, but it is really Rabbi. So when we see the ya again, what does that mean? Me, I'm talking about me, mine, me, hit me, or mine. So that's called ya al-mutakallim. It's the indicator of the one who's talking. So just you look at the ya. Inni ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي, forgive me. نفسي, I hurt myself. While here له, him. So he forgave him. فغفر له. You see how the ayah now becomes, now you know the who and all that stuff. قال, he said. Because the verb is not connected with anything. Rabbi, my Rabb. Inni, I am. ظلمت, the ta, we said it's me. I wronged my nafsi, myself. You see that? Faghfir, oh Allah, forgive. Li, forgive me. Faghafara lahu, to him. Innahu, he is. So you see now how by looking at the ya and the who, which is the most common construct you read in the Quran, is either who or ya, and it is me or he. Okay? So all of a sudden, your knowledge now is ready. So all you gotta look is, look at the ya in the end, or look at the who sound in the end. And you're gonna find about 60 or 70% of the verbs and there either does not have anything, which means he, or it has this, which means me, or it has this, or means him. So it's easy to remember, yeah, for me, and who, for he,
Him.
for him, right? So we know who we're talking about, right? Okay, so let's take another ayah. Okay, so when Sayyidina Musa went to and he gave water to the two girls for their sheep, and they went back. So their dad sends one of them. So she comes to Sayyidina Musa, and she says, "This is the ayah. فجاءت who? Ja is came, right? So now we have the ta that does not have anything on it. What does that tell you? Who's the verb? Who's the subject? She, female, right?
Yeah.
So one of them came, one of the two girls. Who?
He. About he.
Him. So one of the two girls came to him. So one of the two girls came to him. That's a very long sentence in English. فجاء came at a woman. Who? A man. Verb, subject, object. Alright, and we said in the Arabic language 9% of the time this is the order. Verb, subject, object. فجاءت.
What is verb in there?
جاء.
Fajat.
جاء. الفاء is and.
Ja.
جاء is verb.
Ja means
Came. جاءت. She came.
Who?
Who? To him. إحداهما, one of them, تمشي, walking, على استحياء, قالت. What does that mean? قالت.
Say.
She said. Right?
Yeah.
When we see the ta sakina, that means what?
She said.
She said. Inna abi. What does that mean? My father. قالت إن أبي يدعوك. يدعوك. My father invites.
You.
My father invites
You.
you. دعا is to invite. يدعوك. Invite you. She said, my father invites you. You see how now it is easy to tell the who, the what, and the why, and all that stuff. قالت إن أبي, my father, يدعوك, invites you, ليجزيك, to reward you, أجر ما سقيت. When we see the ta with fatha, what did we say? The one that I raised. You.
You water.
But you watered. You're the object, right? You're the subject. You're the one that did the work. You watered for us. So here you is the object. He's inviting you. That's you, the object. Here is you, the subject. Lana. And we said when you see the na, what does that mean? We group. So the ya is me. The na is we. pattern recognition. It's very easy and very simple. All you gotta do is learn it and practice. But you see now how this ayah is all of a sudden starting to make a whole lot more sense. فَجَاءَتْهُ جاء, if all I think the Japanese came, now I know who and to whom. تمشي على استحقالت إن أبي يدعوك ليجزيك أجر ما سقيت لنا. You watered for us, right? Okay, we'll continue with the ayah. فلما جاءه, we said جاء came. فلما جاءه, جاء we said came, and we're talking about somebody absent. Mean when Sayyidina Musa came, and who? When did we say who?
He or him.
So when Musa came to her father, فلما جاءه وقص عليه القصة, he told him, right? عليه القصة. قال, he said, لا تخف نجوت. تح, what did we say tah means? You, man.
Yeah.
Can we go back to Sakaita?
Alright, or najawta
Or
is the same.
yeah, same thing.
Alright,
So this ta
is for
you because it's subject,
you
because it's object.
for the subject.
Yeah, for subject.
And here is, we said all these are objects.
Object.
So ka is object, you object. Ta is you
Subject.
But
subject.
when we were
So the taf and the kaf, the only difference between the subject and the subject is ta and the object is ka. How easy it is to remember. So if you see a ka, it's an object. If you see a ta, it's an object.
Subject.
ta,
Sorry, subject. Subject is ta, ha, ka is object when we're talking about you. The you group, the you plural, the you he, the you whatever, male, female, all that stuff. So you just turn the ta into a ka,
Become the object.
right? So it's the same term, just replace the ka with the ta. There is no difference. We did 11.1 for the subjects, right? Just replace each ka with a ta, or each ta with a ka, you got it. Right? What did we say? Pattern recognition. Now, anytime I see it, I know what I'm talking about. So here when I see najawta, that means you escaped, you the subject, you're the one who escaped. When I say, inna a'tainaka, right? Let's look at a'tainaka, right? Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar. So a'ta is to give, right? Then we added to it the na, that means we. And then we added to it the ka, which means the you male. So here, na, it can be both we subject and we object, by the way. So here we subject and ka, you object, you male object. So inna a'tainaka, we gave you. We gave you man. You even add to it, right? Because you know it's a man or it's a male. We gave you man, right? So here, all we're doing is we're replacing the ka. If we had said a'tayta, would have been, we replaced the ta with the kaf. One became a subject and one became an object, right? We'll do a little bit more. Let's use the same Surah Al-Qasas. Okay? فتولى. Okay, فتولى تولى إلى الظل فقال ربي, and remember there is a ya here but it's eliminated, إني على ما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. Alright, so now let's find the verbs and let's find the subject and the object in this ayah. فتولى, he went away. So he, because we did not attach to the verb any of the constructs, so he went away to the under the shade. فقال, he said, right? Because we did not attach to it any of the constructs. ربي إني, I, right? لما أنزلت you male. Oh Allah, I am to what you have descended. إلي, me, I'm the object. You gave me. قال ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير. I'm poor. I have lost the things you gave me. قال ربي إني لما أنزلت إلي. Right? So now, knowledge of the word, if you, all you have to do is now know qala, then now you buy all these combination, and we have not combined 11 plus 10 to come up with all the different variations. Yes?
I got a question. So the confusing part is when you're reading Quran and let's say Surah Qasas, when it says me, how do I know it's like not me talking to myself or you know the Prophet is talking to himself?
It's always Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking the ayah here, the context is Sayyidina Musa.
Right.
So you say فقال, he said inni, I.
Oh, he
So
said,
he
okay,
said I.
that's how you have to look at it.
Right? He said I. Right? You will know it. Right? He said I. Right? So when it comes to that, so all we can do now is start looking at Surah Al-Qasas and let's come up with these combinations. Right? Alright, let's do one. Start with beginning of Surah Al-Qasas and let's see. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, طاسيم ميم تلك آيات الكتاب الحكيم نتلو عليك. We recite عليك. What is that?
To you.
To you, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. To you, male. Right? من نبأ موسى وبالحق لقوم يؤمنون إن فرعون على who's the means higher, he went higher. Is it a he, a she, a they, a you? What is that?
You female?
No, على
It's
he. We did not attach anything to it. على في الأرض وجعل. Who's the subject? Made. Who's the subject? He. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking. إن فرعون على في الأرض. فرعون, he became supreme on earth. وجعل, and he made أهلها. أهلها. What is this? أهل is people. أهلها. أهلها.
female.
أهلها she female. على في الأرض he became almighty on earth and made Elis people, but in the Arabic language we don't have an et, it's a she. So the earth is a she, he made her people. وجعل أهلها شيعا يستضعف طائفة منهم يذبح أبناءهم. He kills children. What is the hum means? Come on, what is the hum means? Look at the board.
Group, you group.
They
Female. You group.
They-
Female.
Male.
yeah.
The noon is for female and the meme is for male. أبناءهم. Meme is male. We said na is we. Ye is I. Is male. And is female. It's easy to rumble. Right? Ta is for the subject. Ka is for the object. And ha is for the object that is missing. It's not here. Absent. Okay? وَيُذَبِّحُ أَبْنَاءَهُم. He kills their children. Right? Their hum. وَيَسْتَحْيِي نِسَاءَهُم. What is that? Nisa is women, and their women.
Women.
Right? Their
Women.
women. Right? إنه كان من المفسدين. ونريد أن نمن على الذين استضعفوا في الأرض. استضعفوا. استضعف is made weak. Now who am I talking about here? استضعفوا. But that is, what do we say? That is the subject. They are the ones who are weak. Remember we said the waw, alif is the subject. You guys already forgot the previous class. We're not paying attention to the previous class.
We are concentrating on this one.
So
You went back.
that's what I'm trying to do is we're gonna combine the two lessons in the Surah Al-Qasas. وَنُرِيدُ أَن نَمُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ اسْتُضْعِفُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَنَجْعَلَهُمْ.
Whom is they?
We make them. Right? So think about it as a there or a them. Right? وَنَجْعَلَهُمْ. And we make them أئمة وَنَجْعَلَهُمْ الْوَارِثِينَ. So you see how now the combinations, right? وَأَوْحَيْنَا. أَوْحَيْنَا. All right, who's the subject? أوحى, you know what wahi is, to reveal. أوحينا.
Nice.
We.
We said na is we,
We.
right? See, this is all you gotta remember. All right? Na is we.
For both subject and object also, right?
The ya is me. Right? The ha by itself is for an absent. The ta is for the subject. The kaf
Object.
for the object. The meme is for group male. The noon is group female. Right? Just combine these. Ta, tu, ti, ta, ta. Right? Na, e, ha, ta, ta, ka, mim, noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now variations. Accentuation. Combination. So you take the ta and the mim, or the ta and the noon, right? All of a sudden it's made. Then we have the alif, which means two. And the alif can be turned into a or other, but think of the alif. But na always means we, right? When you see the ya at the end, it means me. When you see ha at the end, with any of those combinations, it means somebody who's absent. So if it's a ha, if it's a who, that's he. If it's a ha, that's she. If it's a hum, we said meme is group. Hunna, female, right? You see how it's, now that's just another way of memorizing the rules, right? So you had it one way, and now we just look at it this way. How easy it is to remember this.
Actually, that's easier.
Yeah.
What is the third one? Absent? Whom?
The ha is absent, somebody who's not here. I'm talking about fajatu, she came to him. Alright? Qala lahu, he said to him. Right? Right? So, yeah, then the waw and the alif about group. Right? So all you gotta do is remember this. But one will tell you it's a subject, one will tell you it's an object, and one will, you will figure it out by the meaning. But you see how easy it is? Think about it.
I don't know if it's easy, but it's like we can get it there. This is,
No, if
I
you
will learn some
practice this,
information
it's-
today, but I think by next week,
What
inshallah.
I want you to guys is simply go back to Surah Al-Qasas.
Right.
That's why I chose the surah for you. The name is a story. Well, there is a story. There is a story about one and two girls and their father and Sayyidina Musa and Fir'aun and his mother and this and that, his sister. So go back to Surah Al-Qasas and now apply these, what we just learned, and ask yourself, is your understanding, without looking at the tafsir, gotten better? Or can you now understand the who, the what, and to whom? Right? Based on this. That's what I want you to do, is don't look at the tafsir. Open Surah Al-Qasas in the Arabic Quran and just find the sentence and try to see if you can tell who we're talking about and who's doing what to whom. And you'll notice that it is really, really very easy. Right? Kaf. I'm talking about the kaf, I'm talking about if it's at the end. I'm talking to somebody.
So, Brother Tareef, all these things will be connected to a verb, right? That's
They can be all connected at the end of the verb. أعطيناك,
okay.
right.
I mean, that was one of the difficulties
جعلناك.
a couple of weeks ago, was trying to identify the try, what do you
Well,
The
that,
verb.
I mean, that's why I said, you're looking at get everything going for it. This is a very long class, but you can see now, it is very mathematical. It's very, all you gotta do is really, okay, 6 or 7 letters. That's all you gotta remember, really. And you just now, we mix the combinations, right? And now that aided us in understanding the who or to whom. Right? You with me so far? So what I want you to do next week is I want you this is meaningless if you guys don't practice. I promise you this. I can talk about this till I'm blue in the face, but there is very little value in it if you guys don't just open Surah Al-Qasas. And I think once you do this, you're actually gonna be more motivated because you're gonna see that you actually comprehend more than you actually do.